Hey everybody, this is George Brasher with Shakedown of Thunder Sports, and you're about to watch the two Irish brothers. Go Irish.
Going deep for Smith. Irv Smith. What a run by Smith. Look at that. Touchdown. Oh, my.
How's it going, everyone? I am Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
And this is the Two Irish Brothers show. You guys know the drill. Hit the subscribe tab if you haven't done so yet. Like or dislike the video for algorithm purposes. And make sure you hit that bell icon for whenever Ben and I upload some new material or go live. Now, sorry, I left that. I shouldn't say I. We left out those formalities in the last video only because we were angry. But first things first, on top of our docket here in court, the Two Irish Brothers court, we want to let everybody know that we have an awesome video that is non-Notre Dame football related coming. Our friend and loyal viewer, Chris Dean, has a White Castle slider challenge that he recorded just for us, and we are going to post that on the channel later this week as we promised him when we were talking to him in the live chat this previous Friday.
Yep.
So Ben's watched already. I haven't, but I'm sure it's going to be good. And we're not going to spoil anything.
Here's
for you.
okay, to give you a little insight. If you missed the live stream, it is 15. You heard it right. 15 White Castle sliders in 20 minutes is the challenge. Can Chris Dean do it? You'll find out later this week.
Yes.
But all right, let's get down to the nitty gritty here, Sean.
Can I say one thing real quick before we start?
Yeah.
Normally in a situation like this, after a really bad loss to a crappy team that we should have handled no problem, I would say it's in the rearview mirror. Let's forget it. Being honest, Ben, no, I can't forget it. I can't. That's all I have to say.
Don't forget this. Okay, this is going to lead into getting down to the nitty gritty here. Okay. It's rivalry week. This is a legit rival, okay? Yes, it's Purdue, but this is a legit rival of Notre Dame. The Purdue Boilermakers. And not only are they a rival, you're traveling to this rival's house in West Lafayette. Okay? If I am Marcus Freeman, okay? If I am Marcus Freeman, whatever the code is to get into wherever they get into, whether it's the weight room, computer lab, whatever. The code to get into that better be the frickin' score of this NIU game that we just dealt with. It better be a constant reminder to these guys of what happens when you are complicit and you do not take an opponent seriously. Because the same thing's going to happen against Purdue if we play this way against them.
And believe me, Purdue's a much better team than Northern.
And Purdue is a much better team than Northern Illinois.
Yes.
Purdue will beat Northern Illinois 9.5 times out of 10 when they play them, if they did. Okay? No doubt about it. Let's talk about Purdue. Okay? Let's talk about Purdue for a second. Purdue is 1-0 coming into this game. They had 2 weeks off. They have had 2 weeks to prepare for Notre Dame. They have 2 weeks worth of film that they've gone through for Notre Dame. We have 1 week. And Purdue's film is more impressive than Notre Dame's, in my opinion. Their film's way more impressive because I'm starting to look at the A&M game like a fluke. That's what I'm looking at right now. I think it was a fluke we beat them. I think if we played A&M again, I think we would lose. That's just me. Purdue absolutely decimated the Indiana State Sycamores. They won 49-0. Purdue's quarterback, Hudson Carr, threw for 4 touchdowns against Indiana State.
Yeah.
We haven't even scored 1 passing touchdown through 2 games, and he has 1 under his belt. 1. I will let you think about that for a second. I'm wearing a Lucky Charms shirt for a reason here, okay? Like, I just want that to be known. I'm wearing this because we need all the freaking help that we can get right now.
Yeah.
Because, defense wins championships, but it sure is not going to win you every game. And it showed this past weekend when we played Northern Illinois.
This one's gonna sting for a while, just like the other ones. For sure.
What kind of mentality do we have going into this game? That's the big thing. This game is telling. This game is going to be very telling because this game has the makings of either sending us down a path of like 7-5 for the season, or having one loss and going like 11-1. And it all comes down to what we do in this game. I truly believe that.
I thought I lost you there for a second because you froze up briefly.
I truly believe that whatever happens in this game is what makes or breaks this season.
I agree.
In a good or bad way.
We've already dug that hole. That hole's already deep. And I forgot to say this in the recap for Northern, but the AP poll is out, as we all know. We are lucky that we're still in the teens.
18th.
Yeah, we are lucky that we're
said 21st at best. I actually had somebody text me that is a coworker at work that's a Notre Dame fan. She's a diehard fan. She texted me and asked me, where does Notre Dame fall? And I said 20th at the very best.
So we should be thanking our lucky stars that we didn't fall for, that we're at 18. Exactly. And but going back to what I was saying real quick, we've already dug that hole deep for ourselves because now we've made it that much harder. We have to win out to get a playoff spot, to even have a shot at a playoff spot, because I think that even if we were to lose to one of the bigger teams on our schedule, we can't. That's because people were saying ahead of the season that could a 10-2 Notre Dame still get into the playoffs. And one goes back to the conference factor, the pros and cons of not being in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
As an independent, that means we have to go one loss or undefeated, preferably undefeated.
The only way we would make it in with two losses in a good scenario is if it was like a loss to Southern Cal and like a 1-point loss to Southern Cal, or 3 points, whatever.
Yeah, one score.
A loss to like Florida State, but we can't even count for that now because Florida State's 0-2 coming into this week.
Yeah, they suck now.
With losses to Georgia Tech and Boston College, so we can't even do that.
Yeah, and Boston College just got beat by Syracuse, so can you really say
Georgia Tech got beat by Syracuse? Boston College is undefeated.
I thought I said
Tech played Syracuse this past
Yeah,
week.
I thought I said Syracuse.
You said Georgia Tech, or you said Boston College lost to Syracuse.
I'm sorry, Georgia Tech lost to Syracuse.
Well, either way. Okay.
What I'm saying is that makes the schedule
being a good team right now. You want to see a quarterback? Go look at Kyle McCord. And Syracuse, holy crap. That dude's thrown for an insane amount of touchdowns and passing yards for the first two games. We won't go there. I digress.
Yeah, but the bottom line that I'm getting at, Ben, is
we can't do it.
We've shot ourselves in the foot early. We have to win out, and a lot of these games win convincingly. And here's the thing. Normally I would say, oh, yeah, we have a shot at going to the playoffs or a major bowl game, an NY6 bowl game. Nope, it's now playoffs or bust because those bowl games are now a part of the 12-team playoff.
Yeah.
So it's either playoff or we end up in another minor bowl game.
Yeah.
And
at this point, a minor bowl game, you might as well not even accept the invitation. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm done with it. I am done with it. Like in rebuilding years, I'll give it to you. Okay, we get to a minor bowl game. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's get some extra practices and all that. We're past that. We should be past that. But let's focus on Purdue. Okay,
yes.
Let's focus on Purdue here. Let's not go down that path yet.
Yeah, too far down the road.
Okay, Purdue, obviously, I said led by Hudson Card, 4 touchdowns, absolutely flawless passing stats through his first game in this season. 24 of 25, 237 yards, a 96% completion percentage.
Oh, no, 273 yards.
Yes. 10-yard average, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 1 sack given up to him.
And I'd say, and normally I would say, like in the last video, oh, that's against Indiana State. That obviously doesn't matter now.
It doesn't matter because we said it was just Western Illinois. It's just Western Illinois. Guess what? Northern Illinois clapped us. Oh,
that sounded dirty just now. They clapped us, so they gave us the clap. Well, it's equivalent of the same thing.
I mean, you never know.
But speaking of which, Ben, I got something to say. You know, the loss to Northern made me so angry that, you know, it feels like as a fan you want to just give the team up. I just got to say this. I've had two breakups in the past 3 years. I don't need another one. So, yeah, another reason why I'm sticking with Notre Dame.
Let's not get into it.
Let's proceed. So that's the passing game. Now let's go to the rushing game.
The rushing game is kind of impressive, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Devin
running backs.
Devin Mockabee, 11 carries, 89 yards, an average of 8 yards a carry. No touchdowns, believe it or not. But then right behind him is Elijah Jackson, and this is the one that really goes, holy crap on a cracker. Elijah Jackson, 3 carries for 83 yards, a 27-yard average, and a long of 69 yards. I don't even think we've had a play this season that has been 69 yards, and this dude did it in 3 plays.
Oh, we gave one up that was that long.
Yeah.
So, but even behind him, you have Reggie Love the third, 7 carries for 38 yards, 1 touchdown. And this is all through one game. All through one game. They even have some receivers that can kill you here. Going to the receiving game. Led by Max Clare, the tight end, 71 yards, 5 receptions, 1 touchdown. Mm-hmm. Jamal Edrin, I hope is how you say his name.
Yeah, Edrin.
Yeah, Leland Smith. Man, all these guys have decent numbers in one game.
Yeah.
I mean, look at these numbers. 4 for 59. I mean, no touchdowns, but still. 2 for 47, 1 touchdown. 4 for 30, 1 touchdown. 2 for 27, 1 touchdown. So, defensive back.
Purdue has 3 sacks for their defense.
And as a team, we have 1. And this is all. Yeah, 2 guys have 3, and we have 1 guy with 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
needless to say, I'm concerned. But I'm going to
walk it out there. And how many and did we really think we were going to be concerned with Purdue? Like coming into this season, when we looked at that schedule and we said, okay, we start off with A&M, we get a little tune-up game with Northern Illinois, and then we go to West Lafayette before we come back home. We're thinking potential 3-0 at worst, 2-1, okay, because of A&M.
Nope.
We could be potentially 1-2 coming out of this 3-week stretch.
And basically, to sum it up, I'm concerned about every team we play here on out. I'm nervous about the service academies.
Yes.
Because after the way we played against Northern, why shouldn't I be?
Yep.
You know, if you're going to have Coach Freeman saying, oh, we've been there before and we got to do this better, that better. Come on. Like I said in the long-ass recap that we just did, when are you sick and tired of saying all that crap? When are you sick and tired of saying we've been there before? How about we just not go there in the first place?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this is where, you know, this feeling that I'm having, Ben, should be near the end of the regular season, not 2 games.
And before we get to score predictions, this better be a situation where Angeli comes out as the starting quarterback.
He should be, but I'm confident that well, maybe confidence the wrong word here.
But confident.
You knew what I meant. I think unless something happens in practice this week, Riley will start the game. But it's like I said in the recap. If he starts screwing up, then Freeman better do the right thing and have Angeli or Minchie ready to go. Because we can't have this. This will destroy our season. And I know, and listen,
it is this game will dictate the rest of the season. And I never thought I would say that with a Purdue team, but good grief, it's going to dictate the season. And this team is testing my patience.
Yeah,
No patience.
mine too.
Big time.
I mean, I try.
Flying the Jesus in me, man. Like, good grief. All right.
Well, I've done. Let me just say this.
We're time of the video. You never know these days.
Yeah. Let me just say this. They're testing my patience too. I mean, for years, I always try to tell people to look for the good. And I explain this. Oh, give them a few seasons. And I stand by that. You got to give a coach more than, 2 games when people were demanding that he be fired and all that. Coach Freeman, I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And this and that and whatever. But, like we said, it's getting hard to defend all this. Yep. We've become a laughing stock. Fans from other teams are laughing at us. People in our own fan base, the quote realists are laughing at us. And do you like that feeling? I would hope not. I know I don't, and I know you don't. But everybody has the right to be laughing with us. I mean, Saturday against Northern was a joke. And I guess, let me just say this. I got a little surprise for you when it comes to picking the score. But you go ahead. I've said all I had to say there.
It's our favorite time or our least favorite time because we have to start giving score predictions. We have to start putting our names to these scores once again. And I don't know about you, but man, that recap, the preview that we did against Northern Illinois, boy, do I look like a fool.
Egg on our face big time, both of us.
Looked like a fool.
Because that's how much confidence we have in this team and we give it year after year after year. But yeah, just I'll cover that when it comes score
Eventually
time.
A dog stops wagging its tail.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish the rest of that quote because I won't. Okay, score predictions.
Oh, I thought there was more we were talking about. I didn't know it was quick already.
No, it's score prediction time. There's not much to talk about. We know what we need to do. No,
well, okay. Well, in that case, since we're going score predictions already, you have to go first.
Okay. I mean, unless you want to talk about something else. Like
no. No. Go ahead. You have to make your score prediction first because mine's going to surprise the shit out of you.
Okay. Oh, boy. So, I never thought I would do this. I never thought I would. I never thought I would. But here we are. It's 2024. It's a new era. And it's a quote-unquote new era of Notre Dame football. So, might as well have a first. Purdue 31, sorry. Purdue 31. Notre Dame 21.
Wow. That's a lot more of a first than I have. Pardon the silence. Sorry. That's definitely a first. Mine's kind of similar to that. And it's simply this. I can't pick against Notre Dame, but I can't pick for them, so I'm just not predicting the score. I don't have enough faith right now to pick in favor of Notre Dame because that's where I'm at right now as a fan. And I know it probably sounds shitty, but this latest disgrace against Northern Illinois, which I'm still sticking by, that they're not a good team. And I'm not going to be the one that's all like, oh, yeah, congratulations, Northern. You did this. You did no. I'm not that kind of fan. If you want to call me a sore loser, go ahead and call me a sore loser. But they're not a good team because any of the top teams would rail them completely. And so based on that and based on how I'm feeling with this kind of shit show happening numerous times already in recent years, I'm done. I'm done picking scores for a little bit until I see something.
Yeah.
I want to be proven wrong. and know that I can that this team can put points on the board, that the shit show won't happen. So I can't pick Notre Dame, but I'm not going to pick against them either. So I'm standing neutral on this. I'm standing pat.
Okay.
That's it. I could ramble on forever, but I think I've said all that I need to say. All I know is I just hope Notre Dame gets it done. I hope that there's a wake-up call and that there's a fire lit under these guys' asses, and that includes the coaching staff, because it seems like this program's gotten everything that it's asked for. Revamped stadium, field turf, the talent, the coaches that Freeman wants, the recruits, which I guess recruits could be a little bit better, I guess, but whatever. I think he's still doing a pretty good job. But and from what I understand, they're making a new facility. Am I right? Like a workout facility or a revamping the Goog or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could be wrong on that, but I know they were putting money into it or something along those lines of as far as facilities go. So they're getting everything they ask for, but what's the point of doing it if you're going to let shit like this happen?
Yep.
You know, and all the hype, the media attention, the shows, you know, because they got the thing going on with Peacock on, what was it? Here Come the Irish. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All this stuff, the money from NBC, everything, and and how do you let this happen with all that? So yeah, that's why where I'm at right now.
Yep, I think it.
So that's all I have to say. I hope we take care of business in West Lafayette, but I can't pick a score in this game. I'm tired of having the egg on my face. So give me a reason to believe, Notre Dame. That's all I can say.
Yep. I agree.
So anything you want to touch base on?
Nope.
All right. Well, with that said, everyone, be on the lookout for the Chris Dean White Castle Challenge video. And I'm sorry this preview is so somber, but I'm sure a lot of you can understand why it is, because, you know, we're optimistic guys, but even we get the knife stuck in the back too from time to time, where it just, kind of kills your will. I want to be wrong. That's the thing. I've always said that too. I want to be wrong. So I hope I am.
Yep.
So on that note, I'm Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
This has been another edition of the Two Irish Brothers Show. And as we always say every video, good night, God bless, and go Irish.
Go Irish. Beat the Boilermakers.